The 1990 Formula One season is remembered for legends Senna, Prost, Mansell, and Piquet. But hidden behind the fight for victories, there was another story unfolding. At the very back of the grid, some drivers were living a completely different reality, a world of constant struggle, frustration, and shattered dreams. These were the forgotten fighters of Formula One in 1990. One of the most striking cases was Claudio Langes. Driving for the tiny EuroBrun team, he entered 14 Grands Prix that year. Yet, he never managed to qualify for a single race. Week after week, his dream of racing in Formula One turned into a nightmare of failing to pass pre-qualifying. Langes holds the sad record for the most Grand Prix entries without ever starting a race. But his story shows the other side of Formula One: immense sacrifice, endless effort, and almost no reward. Then came Gary Brabham, carrying one of the most famous surnames in motorsport. Son of the legendary three-time world champion Jack Brabham, Gary arrived in F1 full of hope. Unfortunately, he joined the brand new Life team, the team that quickly became infamous. The car was catastrophically slow, powered by an engine that was both underdeveloped and unreliable. In fact, it was so bad that the car was often more than 30 seconds slower than the leaders. Gary's career ended after just 2 attempts to pre-qualify, when he realized there was no future in such an impossible situation. His story is a reminder that even great names can't escape the harsh reality of Formula One when the car is uncompetitive. Another story of resilience was Gabriele Tarquini. Known for his natural talent and determination, the Italian found himself trapped in the small AGS team. The car was difficult to drive and rarely competitive, but Tarquini gave everything he had. He often pushed far beyond the car's limits, fighting against the clock just to qualify. Results were scarce, but his efforts never went unnoticed. While Formula One didn't allow him to shine, Tarquini later proved his brilliance in touring cars, becoming a world champion and earning the respect he deserved. Finally, we have Bertrand Gachot, another driver who faced the brutal challenge of pre-qualifying. Driving for Coloni in 1990, Gachot spent much of the season battling just to make it onto the grid. The car gave him little chance to show his talent, but fate had a strange twist in store. A year later, Gachot's arrest after a street altercation opened the door for a young German driver named Michael Schumacher to make his Formula One debut with Jordan. Gachot's misfortune became one of the turning points in F1 history, paving the way for the greatest career the sport has ever seen. Together, these stories remind us that Formula One is not only about the champions, the victories, and the glory. It is also about the men who fought with underfunded teams, poor machinery, and endless setbacks, yet never gave up on their dream. Claudio Langes, Gary Brabham, Gabriele Tarquini, and Bertrand Gachot may not be remembered on podiums or in record books, but their courage and determination are forever part of the true history of Formula One. Because in this sport, every driver who dares to take the challenge deserves to be remembered. And if you enjoyed this journey through the forgotten side of Formula One, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more F1 stories.